And welcome to the Geek Den for issue 32 of the Build Your Own R2D2. These are the parts. Don't get many parts in this issue and not many to fit. That's what we get. Okay, so a look through the book. And once again we get the behind the scenes stuff. This is all to do with animatronics. And using sort of animatronic puppets and stuff like that. Then we come on to the Destroyer droid and some in-depth information there. Then we go on to robotic competitions. So this is understanding robotics and stuff like that. And there we come on to the bit that we're about to do. Before we do that, let's just have a quick look at the next issue. Now the next issue is issue 33. We get the foot base. We get these power bus cables and a ring half or ring frame that completes the bottom ring of our dome, which I do believe will also fit in this issue. So in this issue we've not got a lot to do. So just to show you what we do have, we have a lot of these screws, which I would imagine you'd use, that we will use in the next stage of our build, in our next issue. So there could be a lot to do in that, but actually we need none of these. What we do need is this circuit and a single black screw, and that's it. So here is the leg. So this is how we get this done. Remember to be really careful with these. Okay, so now I've got to locate the wire, which is here. Does that wire seem a bit too big? Oh no! 1 minute. Okay, major muck down or muck up. Actually, it's partly my fault and partly the books, the magazines. So with this end and this end down here, as you can see, one end is bigger than the other. I chose to put the bigger end here first. It's not, it's the smaller end. So I had to open this all up, rework the wires through and then back again, which was quite good because I've left it all loose anyway. But it was a headache that I didn't really expect. So without further ado, let's get this connected up. Okay, so that goes in there like that. And then the best thing to do is to slip the screw in first. It's good to make mistakes on this one. This is like the trial leg before the other one turns up. As you can see, there's a bit of slack in this wire. So if I just pull very, very slightly on here, you can see it moving. And that's it for this issue. Other than the taking a whole leg off and redoing all the wires, it was pretty easy. But it doesn't really make sense in the book when you read on it. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I just also want to point out some of the things I said in my last video, which was to do with ground clearance. I do know that there is a base that is obviously in the next one, but there's still going to be quite a big quite a big gap. I know it's supposed to go on carpet and stuff like that, which is fine, but I know a lot of people would like it flush or as little of the wheel as possible. I don't mind, but I know a lot of other people do, because it's supposed to be flush. But anyway, also as well, I know there's a cover coming for this motor, because I said about the noise. I still think this motor is going to be very noisy. I know it's going to be covered with a block a bit like this, but I think it's going to be sort of this same sort of plastic that we're using, and I don't think that is going to dampen the noise at all. Also, you've got to think that we're going to have 2 of these motors and possibly 1 or 2 in the dome as well, and with this rolling forward also as well, actually we're going to have 3, because we're going to have the little wheel as well. Whether or not they put a motor in that one or not, probably they do. So we'll have 3 of these motors, plus the motors in the top of the dome. I'm just worrying that this thing's going to whine and grind quite loudly. It could be quite off-putting. Hopefully that's not the case. We do get to test this motor. I think it might be in the next issue or next couple of issues. But that's about it really. That's all I wanted to say and hope to show you. Hopefully it didn't put you off too much of reopening this up. I know a few other people that have had to do the exact same thing as well. It's quite good. It's mean I've been able to readjust the wires, but leaving the little slack there on the cable ties meant that it was quite easy just to slide the wire in and out. And it wasn't that hard actually. It only took me about 5 minutes to undo all these screws, redo the wire and put it all back. But apart from that little hiccup, that is it for this issue, and we'll see you hopefully at the next issue, at the next video.